Hello, beautiful people. It's great having you on the show as usual, and welcome to another episode. It is what it is. Talk show where they talk as EV. This is Viewpoint. On the show, we talk about the latest trends and developments to the underlying issues and challenges as we dive into the world of entertainment, politics, health, education, lifestyle, power of community, you just name it. So sit back, relax, and engage in our conversations. My name is Hadiza Galadima, and right here with me in the studio are my amazing co-host, Confidence, and Cynthia.
Thank you. Welcome.
All we do on the show is spark meaningful conversations, inspire change within our community as we engage in honest dialogue. Let's get started. In the words of Sun Tzu, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will suffer defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. We'll be talking about up-to-the-minute issues in the country. So we'll start with Atiku, Kwakwanso, Obi, as they are discussing merger and may set up a formidable party. Joe Ibokwe criticizes Lloyd Ike Ekweremadu Jr. elaborates wedding amidst his parents' UK incarceration. And lastly on the show, we'll be talking about single parenthood and breaking the stigma. All this and more after the break.
Experience the acceleration of Oweleketv. Get the latest news from the glitz and glamour of the entertainment industry to the pulse-pounding realm of sports. We provide accurate and up-to-date information, exclusive interviews with top political analysts that will leave you craving more. Our team of professionals delivers captivating content from Nigeria and beyond. Follow us on our social media handles at Oweleketv. Visit our website at www.oweleke.tv for a thrilling journey. Oweleketv, rising star at the fairground.
Welcome back. This is Viewpoint, talk show where they talk as EB. Prominent Nigerian political figures Atiku Abubakar, Rabiu Kwakwanso, and Peter Obi are reportedly engaged in discussions regarding a potential merger. There are many indications that they are considering the formation of a new and influential political party. If successful, this merger could lead to the establishment of a powerful political alliance in the nation's political landscape. So, Confidence, here's the question. Is this the way to go?
I like the fact that you're laughing alongside me.
Is this the way to go?
I'm so sorry, but why? What is the reason? Okay, let me be very frank. I don't understand. I think when I first saw this news, and as you were reading it, the question in my head was why? Considering the two people, their profiles, who they are, and the fact that the case, there's so much confusion around it. So are they trying to say that, okay, they've lost the case? Because this thing is still in court. There's been no judgment as to whether, there's going to be a rerun, or okay, the case has been lost or something. It's just rumors. Why do they want to do a merger? That's the question. And then why does it have to be with Atiku that we all know, and then Kwakwanso? Like, why? Whose mandate? Because it puts the question forward. Whose mandate is it now? Because it's Peter Obi said he's fighting for his mandate. So if the merger comes together, if they come together and then form the merger, whose mandate is it going to be? And that question, why? I mean, Cynthia has been smiling. I don't know. What do you think? Because honestly,
I used to say this, that if we should merge Nigeria's drama together, Hollywood permit me to use this pidgin, they no fit act
They
am.
no fit yeah.
The script is too big.
Honestly.
The wealth of experience that we need to shoot it before you talk of the instrument to put in place.
Because every day is dramatic.
So Cynthia, as a barrister, let's see this now from the legal perspective. So as a barrister, like just give us insight into the legal ramification of this measure, considering the Presidential Election Tribunal is still deliberating on the February 2023 election results. So how can this measure potentially influence the ruling?
Personally, if I'm asked, I would say they are
Yeah.
trying to have a backup plan, like a plan B. You have to be well prepared when going for war. As it is, this is a war that the bullets are silent. If you ask me,
Yeah, but it's
there
flying
are
up and
bullets
down.
flying up and down, but it's silent. You and I might not know, but they know what's
They know.
going on
They
the
know.
ground. So what I will say regarding this issue is probably is should they lose the case in court, they have a backup plan, probably for second tenure. Because I do not know why there should be a merger now, forming a party, when having a party is not the issue in court. The issue in court is this person said I was the one who demanded. I won a majority of the
25%.
states, including
FCT.
the FCT, talking about the Labour Party now. Now the other party, which is PDP, came and said, no, I want Tinubu hands down, probably trying to come out to claim second position. As the case may be, if you ask me, because the Constitution provides that, I cannot remember the section right now, that for you to win a presidential election, you must win two-third majority, inclusive of the FCT, 25%. And the INEC have come out to accept the fact or concur to the fact that the Labour Party actually did win 25%. Now, the last time I saw a news where the court was trying to rig my role and all of that, trying to dodge the center of attraction, which is the fact that giving verdict as to who won 25% of the FCT. And then some lawyers to the APC party were saying 25% of FCT is not an issue. The issue
And
is
it's in the Constitution. Like,
it's clear. These things are clear. What the court needs is the fact, and then the evidence is to back up your facts. And I think the Labour Party have tried in doing that. But the issue now is why this measure, like Confidence was asking. I too I'm taken aback
it's
because
so funny. Honestly, it is because
that is why I said maybe they're trying to have a backup plan. You know this thing they say about necessity being the mother of invention, right? So they are trying so hard to throw their enemy aback, like to give them this
you
fight
just want
they
him to
deserve.
leave the city.
You understand?
Don't win this election. Let him just be going. Let him go.
So they are just looking for
So,
everyone.
like I said initially, the drama, if we should take it to Nollywood, the best writer. Go do like
We don't even
boys
need the writer
script this
because
thing.
it's not
So,
scripted. It's just
If you ask me, let's sit down, grab a cup of
as they
tea,
play the
and
show.
see they digest. Let's be watching how everything is going to play out.
They play
While we
the
keep
show.
our fingers crossed to see if justice will really be served, because it's important.
Well, to you, our viewers out there, would love to have your take as regards what we just discussed right now. So get involved in our comment sections. We would love to hear from you. All right, let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Moving on to our next topic. The son of former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu exchanged vows with his fiancée over the weekend. Unfortunately, Ekweremadu and his spouse were absent due to their ongoing imprisonment in the UK, where they were convicted for organ trafficking. Sharing a picture from the event, APC chieftain Mr. Joe Ibokwe expressed concern about the younger generation's choices. He mentioned that Lloyd should have opted for a modest wedding and waited until his parents were free to celebrate in grand manner. In his words, he said, "I find this generation worrisome." So do you agree with Joe Ibekwe? Cynthia, let's start with you. Do you agree?
The button is coming to me first. Why?
Okay, all
Why?
right. No, because what does, apart from agreeing with Ibukwe now, what does Lloyd Kwamaradu's wedding scenario reveal about generational shifts in priorities and values So the
I have to agree with Ibukwe.
Okay.
You know why? Because his points are valid.
Okay.
It's reasonably valid in the sense that he didn't say this son of Ikweremadu shouldn't get married. He just said it should have been done low key. And actually, if you ask me, what is the crime in having a low key wedding?
Maybe
I've been meaning to ask, and nobody have given me this answer.
Lloyd might want an extravagant wedding, or his
Exactly.
fiance might want an extravagant wedding.
Now,
so
I've been
probably
asking.
10 years after their initial modest wedding, don't you think it's just going to be like,
I've been asking,
yeah,
who is there? Is there some organization I do not know of that give an award for the most elaborate wedding? I've been meaning to ask. As much as I know, lots of these elaborate weddings end up in divorce.
Wow.
A lot of them are in courts there, just worrying themselves up and down. Plenty grammar here and there of minute issues as to why they have to divorce. It's crazy when you hear these things. So I'm asking, why couldn't he and his love have a low-key wedding? It's his parents we're talking about here that have been reprimanded in prison custody, not even in Nigeria. Like, they have to go wash their linen outside. You should be hiding your head in shame for crying out loud. Like, you still sample that name Ekweremadu and everybody will be like, let me even go see at the wedding when you go. It's not that one that his father is in prison. Like, how do you deal? I know sometimes you'll be like, amidst all I'm going through, I have to raise my head up high and keep going. But this one is an exception. If not for anything, at least for emotional intelligence. I believe everybody now on their emotional intelligence. It's something we should have. I kind of, God forbid, have my parents go through some sort of public embarrassment and I will still be bugaing.
but what if the parents really give him or give them the go ahead to have an
Even if
elaborate
they
wedding?
gave you the go ahead, wisdom.
I'm waiting for my son.
Wisdom is that you're commiserating, you're feeling their pain, that you will not be so flamboyant about these things, for crying out loud. Where is the place of shame?
No shame.
No, I don't know whether I'm the only one thinking about all the surrounding circumstances in this thing. Look at it from all angles. It's a thing of joy. Nobody says it's not. Finding the love of your life, the rib of your ribs, man, it's not easy these days with all that is going around us. Let's not divert.
Some might say it's just once in a lifetime.
Once in a lifetime, but there are persons that even celebrities that had low-key wedding because then they were still drinking Gary. But the anniversary is talk of the town. Do you understand? I don't want to mention names. There are a lot of them.
Let me help you mention Worry Pikin. Honestly, I want to disagree with Cynthia on this one. Like, go. I want to disagree because, see, so his life should come at to a standstill because his father and his mother are in prison. We allowed to. So his life should come to a standstill because his mother and his father are incarcerated. Now we send them, they go do organ trafficking. I mean, I look at it as, from all those angles that, we're talking about. But at the same time, she said something about low-key and elaborate wedding. It could have been the couple's choice to do. It's their wedding. It's not the parents' wedding. For God's sake.
May I cut in?
No, let me land. It's their wedding. And Hadiza said something. Hadiza said that it's possible that the parents had given the couple go ahead. Do you understand? Oh, I want to get married. And come on, who knows? Probably these people have been waiting. Probably they were supposed to have gotten married since. And, they decided to wait and probably went to talk to the parents. How far now? We need to do this thing. And, the parents said, go ahead. We can't be there. Because if we look at it from every angle, they cannot come. They are in prison. So saying for Ibukwe to come out and say something like they should have waited until their parents are free 16 years because of what? I don't understand.
He didn't say they should wait. Point of correction.
He said though.
He didn't say wait. The statement read, please, quote and unquote.
Quote.
Let me quote in his words. Let me quote Ibukwe. He said, where is it now? Okay, Ibukwe, where is it now? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
He went, okay, he should have opted for a modest wedding.
Why?
He should.
Did you hear that?
No. He said, Lloyd should have opted for a modest wedding and wait until his parents are free before he can celebrate.
That's his opinion.
Now, did you hear? He never said do not have the wedding.
Okay.
He said have a low-key, a modest wedding. Then you can go flamboyantly when we are out to have a duo celebration. It's not a bad statement.
People's definition of elaborate wedding is different. Elaborate and low-key is relative. So probably to him and his wife, it was not an elaborate. And what makes us think that the children that are getting married, the son himself is happy, to be wedding with, it's a blessing to be wedding and have your parents present, to give you away or to be there to see their son getting married. So I would say low-key and elaborate are relative to the young man and his love, that his LOML, love of his life. It might not have been an elaborate wedding. I just feel like, for me, I disagree. You can't say he should put his life on a standstill or do something he does not want to do because his parents are in consideration.
Now, excuse me to come in. In as much as I hate comparing us blacks to the white men, because I feel we're a lot superior, not inferior. I have to admit there are some things we should look out, like compare our lifestyle with theirs. Sometimes we are two different individuals, but there are some things we can compare. Like you can see two lovebirds. They are wealthy, but when they want to have their wedding, you wouldn't even know until you have a serious tete-a-tete with them. That's when you get to know how wealthy they are. They can go as far as coming to the floor to have just a very simple wedding. I know it's not in our nature as Africans to be like that. We are always loud in our dealings, especially when we're celebrating something. But come to think of it, it was because of his sister. Their parents are in jail. Don't forget that parents can go to any length just to secure the life of their child.
You agree with how the length he went.
The way he went about it was wrong. But it's the intention that I'm looking at, not the way he went about it.
Okay, now let me just a simple a simple yes or no answer before we go on a break, because I just want to know, is it okay? Since it was because of the sister, the parents are in this predicament and all that, they can also feel like, for the love I have for my son, he can go ahead to do whatever he wants to do. So is it okay for the parents to say, is it okay for the parents to say you can go ahead and have an elaborate wedding? It's fine while we're not present. Is it okay for you? Because
let me liken it to this scenario I want to paint. Now, I love painting scenarios, even though I'm not even that good at it. Now, the parents have given the go ahead, of which I believe there might have been some discussion of that sort. But check the scenario now. You are not well grounded on this Area 1 Express Road. And then you ask me, Cynthia, please, do you think it's okay for me to just cross through the express? I want to get over to the other side of the road. And I'm like, as the road safety commissioner, the road is very perfect. I give you the go ahead. I command you. I authorize you. Go and cross. And so because I did, won't you check your left, your right to be sure that no vehicle is coming on a high speed before you go?
Well, I mean, as a kid or as a child, my mother should give me a go ahead for something. I feel she's doing it genuinely. It's just coming from the heart. Do you understand? So, since my parents, I'm not saying that should be.
Please, I would have preferred a yes or no answer. You guys are just trying to be so logical, and I'm not happy about it.
My stand, I still stand on it.
No, now let me show you the place where it correlates.
Right.
This is where it correlates.
Right.
The fact that the parents have given them a go ahead to have an elaborate wedding, because now in the eye of some people they see it as elaborate, as against what you said that it might not be elaborate. Now, even as such, there is a meeting ground for everything. If they had done it not too high, not too low, I think it won't be that bad. Do you understand? So, but for this person of this caliber to have come out, Igbokwe is a schooled person. This name is a no-brainer. It's very popular in society. To have come out and say he's not jobless now, I think to an extent he knows what he was saying.
Maybe they did not give him invitation card.
Well, our viewers out there would love to have your take in our comment section. You know how we do it, so just get involved. We would love to hear from you. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. Please stay with us. Welcome back. And now over to our last topic. We will be talking about single parenthood, that is breaking down the stigma. So this topic sheds light on the challenges faced by single parents and aims to challenge the societal stigmas and stereotypes surrounding this family structure. This seeks to highlight the diverse reason behind single parenthood and emphasizing the resilience and strength of individuals who navigate this journey. The aim is to promote a more inclusive and supportive society that recognizes the contributions and experiences of single parents. So now we're going to start with, or the question we're going to start with is, what are some common misconceptions and stereotypes associated with single parenthood? Confidence.
Misconceptions and what are some stereotypes and
Yes.
misconceptions?
My sister. At least I stopped laughing at me. I think one of the misconceptions and stereotypes is that this person, I don't know if it's very prevalent, out there, but it's like an unwritten thing that, if you're a single parent and it's because you could not stay in a marriage, or if you're a single parent, maybe
I think that falls on that misconception right now,
Yeah.
because I wanted us to break it down.
Exactly. If you're a single parent, you couldn't stay in the marriage, or if you're a single parent, maybe you went out to do something and get a child, you didn't want to get married, and most of the times they're not included in a lot of things. And I think it's something that we need to it's not something that's talked about a lot. People look down on single parents, and they don't, for everything that happens, there's a backstory. There are some exceptions. There are some things, exactly. There are some things, like, for example, having a child, maybe the marriage, domestic abuse or something.
Yeah.
For some people, it's not by choice. For some people, children that came from a broken home, there might have been a fight, or, there were things that both parties could not just deal with, could not tolerate, and had to break off. I know most times, irreconcilable. No, if you look at most
that's one of the legal terminologies. Irreconcilable differences.
Both the ones that can be reconcilable and the one they will tell you is irreconcilable. So sometimes it's not born out of choice. Sometimes these things just have to happen. But you see the way the society treats them. You see a woman who is building, she has her children, no husband, and then you hear things like, we cannot let you in, you don't have a husband. Some of these people, some opportunities that come their way, they don't get
to grab
those opportunities. Why? Because I don't have a husband. And then, because I don't know, it's like a thing for African people who are too judgmental. You don't hear the backstory. That's why I said there are some exceptions. There are some people, they really chose this life. It was for the people who it was not their choice. Some opportunities out there that's supposed to be available for everybody. They can't get it because why? You don't have a husband. How can you have? You're taking care of these children. How are you doing it? They begin to question them. I see some of these people, they have to work extra hard. They have to be the mother, they have to be the father. They have to, do things that probably they don't want to do, but they have to handle responsibility to be able to take care of these children. You hear things like, how go get husband? If you give you this work, because who will be your next of kin? Those questions, and it's a stigma. And I think we as a people, as society, should come to the point where we stop being judgmental, because, like we said, for some people it's not a choice. Life happens to everybody, and sometimes when life happens, you just have to pick yourself up and keep moving.
Touched me, my libido.
My God.
I don't know, she just has this thing, like, I connect with the words.
Okay.
I have to give it to you, sister.
All right.
Okay, she said something about life happens, and then she said something about people being judgmental. My sister said that judgmental thing in Africa.
It must be.
Oh, come on. You know why? Because these are cultural backgrounds that differs. One minor thing, like someone say abomination. Like, in as much as the Bible, our Father in heaven, goes against this issue of divorce and all of that. Like, you cannot say for everybody, like you just rightly said. This issue of misconception, like some of them, they became single parents unannounced. Like, boom, 2 seconds. Some lost their spouse. to one accident or the other, or whatever that happened to them, and suddenly they are the only one catering for how many kids that they have. That one is understandable and shouldn't even be stigmatized, even in your mental place. Don't even think of it. While the other part that is onto stereotypes, some people feel like it's the in thing now. If you're not a single, you're missing. You fully asked me out yesterday, and I went for dinner. They see you now. How do husband like to even go out? Ordinary to go to club, he cannot go. See, this marriage thing is not my thing. Like, how do you need to belittle someone's status because of the nonsense you think you gain in the status you think you are in? I think that's where the stereotype thing comes. So people feel like it's a trending thing. If I get married today, I can actually leave.
You don't get what it is.
I earn my own money. You know, I'm an independent woman. Forgetting that child's life is at risk.
Exactly.
There is this thing about, I was just thinking, these days past, like a lot of thinking I've been going through my head. And don't forget, we're thinking being. Even in your sleep, you're still thinking. So you just can't overcome it.
You're thinking.
And I'm like, this thing about balancing in life is very important, but a lot of people take it for granted. If you don't balance life, that is why you fall ill unexpected. You have to balance. Everything is balancing. And that's why some people, you hear them say life is easy. Because if you know that trick of balancing everything in life, my dear, you are 3 steps ahead of everything you do. It's not even money or not having money. Do you get? Like, there's this thing about balancing everything you do.
Yeah.
And then it comes into play in marriage. You're not able to balance. A 5 years old will balance. Tell your sister the reason why she leave that marriage is because the man's head is like this, it's not like this. And you see reason with it that you will leave. Do you understand? That's where stereotype comes in. My friend is divorced and she's doing well. Why can't I?
Yeah.
So that I don't even need a man.
And your friend
The only reason why I need a man is because I need to get pregnant. Sister, no. You see, there's a place of the father in the life of that child. There's also a place of the mother in the life of that child.
Exactly.
If not, the child will be one-sided. I watched a movie, an American movie, I can't remember the name right now. And then this guy was a nursing father. He didn't mean life happened. The wife, she successfully gave birth through CS. And then after some time, she passed off. Probably one complication or the other, they didn't notice. And one would say, oh, I want to go abroad and give birth. You see this thing. If God is for you.
It's good.
So what am I trying to say in essence is that the man was the one, he was like, he owes it to the wife to take care of that daughter of theirs. And all he knew was what he knows now. The child was dressing like a boy. The grandparent was like, if you continue like this girl will grow up. She would prefer to wear boxers than to wear pants. Yeah. And it happened. It's just that along the line, there's a woman that came into his life that actually tried to start helping the daughter balance the life. You cannot imagine. For such a girl, now when she grows, you'll be like, she's a tomboy. You will not know the backstory, like she said. So it's important to always know these things before you judge. Don't even judge.
So, like, what advice or guidance can you offer to single parents and how to navigate the societal expectations and build a positive support network?
Okay, I would say for those who, it's Cynthia spoke about the stereotypes. For those, I'll just take it from the angle of for those who it's not a choice for. Please keep on keeping on. It's not easy. And now only you know
what you're going through.
Now only you know the shaking way they see. And you need to come to the point where you understand that whatever people say about you does not matter.
It's not who you are.
You can't control what people do or
say.
what they say to you, but you can control how you react.
Let it get to you.
Exactly. It's your children and your well-being that matters. So if there's anything good you're doing for yourself, please keep at it. Keep at it, and then keep a network of people who would always encourage you, because so many people talk because they don't know that life, because it happened to this person, does not mean it cannot happen to you. So please keep on keeping on and really take care of yourselves. It's not easy. Life is not easy out there. People that are married are seeing shaggy. That's what they will not tell you. People that are inside the marriage are seeing the shaky. People that have their spouse, they are seeing the shaky. So just keep on keeping on, pick yourself up and keep pushing.
Well, you've tackled the misconception. Let me tackle stereotype. For stereotype, it's not a trend to stay single. My dear, as you grow old, you will need companionship. Like, you will need it more than you need your life itself. So don't think, oh, today you are looking gorgeous, you have the curvy shape, or you can go and cut scissors, knife, and then you have that thing you're looking for behind your back. My sister, you need companionship. And that being said, even if you decide to get married tomorrow to another man, those kids you have from the other guy, how would they cope? How would they let the other man into their life? A simple example, I know of someone telling me about a woman who happened to have some kids from another man, and now she's with another man. She does not want to take those kids to that other family of his. She got an apartment for them, and the most elder one was not even up to 18. You see life. They were 3. This one is doing injections, injectables, maybe sleeping with men, small people. People come into the house and sleeping with them, and they'll be taking pills upon pills. Like, is that a life you want for your child? Like, they came out of your body. Is that what you want? Is that the standard of life you want for them? So think of all these adverse effects and think on the best way forward. It's up to you.
Well, we just said it all right? Like Cynthia said, it's all about companionship. Confidence said is all about being you. Don't let your situation or your condition define you. That's it. All right, that's it on today's edition. You already know, talk show where they talk up as EB. We would love to hear from you, so be a part of our conversation by dropping your opinions in our comment sections. And don't forget to follow all our social media handles displayed on your screen for more exciting and captivating episodes of Viewpoint. Do subscribe and turn on the notification bell on our YouTube channel at Oweleketv. Our website is oweleketv. Till we come your way again.